Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Hey, I got a couple announcements I'd like to make in this particular video. First and foremost, I'd like to show off our X32 and Wing Rack online community forum now. It's run under my corporate name of DNL Studios LLC. We picked up an affiliate with Thoman over there for their music production for our European clients, as well as our members and customers. Okay? And I'll go over the forum here in a little bit, but this is really getting under my skin right here. Somebody just recently left our community on Facebook. But before they left, they took the pleasure of cussing me out, calling me every name in the book, and that's all right. You know, I got some real thick skin. But I'm going to set the record straight here. There's a lot of misinformation out here on the internet, on YouTube, in these communities. The Midas DN4816-0 is not a mic splitter. That's not what it's designed for. It doesn't work that way, okay? Now, there's all kinds of splitters you can use, and that's what this article is about. And I'm not going to sit here and read this verbatim to you, okay? But there's a lot of reasons you just do not want to use the DN4816 as a mic splitter. You want to use something like this right here, the Behringer, the MS8000. This is a perfect example of a mic splitter. We're getting into these higher end consoles now. We don't want your preamps. We don't want your line level signal. Do you realize, you know, that if you got an SM58 or SM57 up there on an instrument, a drum, a tom, a horn, regardless of what it is, something gets bumped, it moves over 2 inches, it's out of whack. There goes your gain structure. When you use this up here, when you're using the Midas DN4816, we got no control. Front of house has no control over your gain because you're sending us that signal. And that signal's coming from your mixer. And it's coming from your preamps. And people that are using these wings now for the front of house, they don't want your X and M32 preamps. They just don't want it. Can you do it? Absolutely. You can do it until you can't. Sooner or later, you're going to pull up on somebody's gig and they're going to say, no, absolutely not. No, this is not what we want. So this is the standard right here, you know, and I've got the links up here. You're just going to click them. It's going to take you right over to them. You can look at them. You can see everything you need to see or find out about them, okay? But as we go down and look at this, you know, number 7, I want to reiterate this. If Behringer could market, or Midas could market, you know, Behringer owns Midas. If they could market this DN4816-0 as a digital or analog mic splitter, they would. But they're not going to. They know better than to do this. It's like beating a dead horse. You know, it's kind of like that Cat 5 cable debate, if you know what I mean. Anything is possible until it doesn't work. My best advice to you is to simply call the event, get with the people and say, look, and be honest with them now, and you need to tell them this. You know, I'm going to send you a line level signal coming straight from my mixer. I'm going to be the first part of the gain stage, and you'll be the second part. And when these event people, when they look at this and they realize what you're asking of them to do, more than likely they're going to tell you no, okay? So now, let's jump down into this beast of a community right here, guys. Right here, we are trying to build, and in the process of building, the largest database for the X and M32 mixers as well as the Wing. We want your input. We want you to come up here and check it out. We want you to look at some of these forums and say, hey, man, you need to add this, or you need to add this. And we're gonna do what you ask. You know, if it makes sense to us, that's what we're going to do. A lot of these have these sub-forums into them. I'm going over them a little fast now, but I don't want to tie you up here. We got to buy, sell, and trade up here if you want to get involved with it. You know, strut your stuff. Show off your gigs. We want you to come up here and show what you're out there doing. You want to take the Dante testing? Come up here, man. We're all taking it. All right? Here's where we were talking about the analog mic splitters, the digital mic splitters. You know, there's a reason on these digital mic splitters. The DL431 right here, you know, that's what it is. That's what it looks like. These have two separate preamps. So when you're going into one and it's splitting the signal, it's splitting it with two preamps. This is a true digital splitter. But guys, these things are running $6,000 and $7,000. Okay? And that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being able to come out here and do these gigs in a way to where you can make it economical for yourself and absolutely run like the pros. Because if you set it up like that, you should never, ever have an issue. Because if they're using the X and M32 mixers or the Wing mixers, you got the proper Cat5 cable with the, the E with the grounded Ethercom connections. All you got to do is sit there and tie into one of their AES50 ports. You don't need any type of a splitter. Okay? There's so many ways to do this properly. This ain't the way. Now let's jump down into Wing Edit, and I'm going to show you. Okay? When we go back to this, analog mic splitters right here, the Midas is not over here. I'm going to show you what this DN4816-0 is designed for. And we're going to do that in Wing Edit. Okay? Okay, guys, here we are. Now, the first thing I want to mention is we have 4 main outputs. So normally people use main 1 for left and right, Main 2 will be their sub. Main 3 might be a front fill. Main 4 could be a side fill. Maybe you're just running main left and rights and maybe a sub channel. Maybe you're just running main left and rights. Okay? Those stage connect devices, every one of these, I can use these 3 mains if they're not being utilized. I can use all 8 matrices as in-ear monitor buses. I can come down here and I can put my effects buses, just like we did with the X and M32 mixers from 13 through 16. I could turn those into effects buses. And that's still going to leave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. That gives me a solid 11 for stereo in-ear monitors, or 23 in mono. Do you know how many P1s you can plug into these things and have your in-ear monitor capability up there on that stage? It's all done through your routing, all right up in here. Unlock it, come to the output. These are your routing groups. Okay, AES50, Stage Connect, right there. That's what those are designed for. Unlock this. Okay? And you can sit there and run these outputs to your Stage Connect. Use this gear what it's designed to be used for, and you're going to find it makes your audio life much easier. Okay? I hope this has helped. I hope you've learned something. Come up here, look at the forum. Take a look around, guys. Join it. We'd love to have you. If nothing else, you need some audio gear, click on these affiliate links and head on over. It doesn't cost you a dime more to use them, and we would definitely appreciate you helping us out. All right? Take care. God bless, and we are out of here.